Hi, welcome. We're going to have a really nice, deeply relaxing session. Today we'll be doing the frog variations. And most of all, training our mind to be very aware, present, and relaxed. Let's start in a seated position. Close your eyes. Get a feel for how you're breathing. Do you feel relaxed? Can you slow everything down to this simple moment? Let go of everything else. No matter what has been happening in your life, just come to this moment. Be here in this moment. And be relaxed in this moment. Feel your body. Be gentle with your body right now. Soften around the shoulders and neck. Soften the arms and wrists, hands and fingers. Soften around your back and around the tummy. Become relaxed. Soften through the knees, ankles, feet and toes. And coming up to the face, soften around the face, the forehead, brow, eyes, cheeks, lips, teeth, chin, and both sides of the jaw. Get a sense of your mind as though it were inside your head, behind the forehead. Imagine it like a muscle that you could relax, soften. And now, focus on a very gentle breath moving through your nostrils. Feel the delicate thread of air moving through. See if you can slow it down a little. Lengthen that thread. Keep relaxing into this moment. This gentle, easy, slow breathing. Feeling the sense of being quiet and still, and yet aware of being quiet and still and relaxed. Okay, through the mouth, have a big breath in. And a deep sigh. Open your eyes. So, as we do a practice like that, we stop and check. What was the effect of that little meditation, of quietening, softening? How does your mind feel now? Do you feel tired? Alright, we're going to do 3 rounds of a beautiful, relaxing breath called the humming bee breath. We'll do this together. What we'll do is we'll breathe in through the nose slowly till full, and then we'll hold full for 3 seconds. And then we're going to breathe out humming like a bee, smoothly, gently, slowly, all the way down to empty, like this. Really tail it right down to the bottom and be as gentle as you can. Smooth. Let's try it. Just see how you go. Breathe in through the nose. Hold full for 3, 2, 1, and then humming. And then relax, close your eyes. Open your eyes again. It's a very calming practice, and it also opens up the breathing. Now when you have a nice hum, it's a very relaxed hum. It's not pushy. That's too heavy and hard. So just have a nice comfortable and have your teeth delicately touching, and let the vibration go through the teeth, through the jaw, and even up towards your forehead. Let's try it again. Breathe in slowly till full. Hold for 3. And then humming. And then relax. Being present now, be aware of your whole body, how it feels. Being aware of the space you're in. Being aware of your mind, your mental state right now. And developing subtle awareness of change. Okay, open your eyes. Let's do one more round. We'll see if we can go a little bit longer. And this time, let's hold for 5 seconds, if you can. But just come out early whenever you need to. Okay, breathing in through the nose. Holding. And release. Close your eyes, relax. Have a deep sigh. And open your eyes. Be aware of the space you're in. Look at it. Feel it wrapped around you. And be aware of the presence of your whole body fitting within that larger space. And be aware of the feeling of the breath in this whole body that sits in this larger space. That's the feeling of being present. Okay, all right, let's do the frog. So we're coming onto the knees, onto the shins. You have the big toes touching. Take the knees wide. Some people, if they've got a mat, will have the knees off the mat. And see, I'm sitting on the heels, so if you can, want to do that. Stay sitting on the heels, and then easing forward. Now you can see that my arms are straight and my elbows are off the floor. My 5-pointed star, I'm pressing downward. And so there's a feeling of the pose directing backwards, down through the arms, through the shoulders, through the back, and the hips coming down towards the heels. But that's a bit of effort. Conversely, you can just let your forearms drop onto the floor. Ideally, your forehead is flat on the floor or mat. Your neck is nice and straight. And you can focus on dropping downwards with your tummy down towards the ground. What we're doing is getting nice and flat. So the big toes are touching. Once you feel settled in the pose with a nice lengthened back, have a deep sigh. Now, in these deep mindfulness sessions, we're not just drifting off miles away in thought, in dream. No, we're staying present, we're committing to remaining aware. So, run your mind now around your body in this pose. Go in detail, small detail. You can start with the right foot, the toes, then the top of the foot, then the sole of the foot. Move around your body. Use your own mind to be effective in a mindful practice. Let's try this now for a couple minutes, and don't forget to be aware of your breathing. As you move through the body, all the different parts, make sure that you are relaxed in each of those parts. So, no tightening. Have a deep sigh in the pose. Feel the shape of your body flat on the floor. All parts of the body that touch the floor in a gentle manner engage away from the floor, so it feels like the pose comes upwards. A nice lengthening of the spine in a relaxed way. And yet aware of the space you're in, the floor, the room, the walls and the ceiling, and even outside the room, the larger building. And even aware of the feeling of the air that wraps around you within the room. Have a deep sigh now that says you are relaxing deeply into this moment. Very good. Now we'll slowly come up out of the pose. Lift your forehead up, nose, chin, throat, starting to walk back, chest up, belly up, so we invert the spine. Now the head is above the heart. Bring the knees in. Release the pose. Sit cross-legged again. Let's meditate. Sit up straight with good posture. Close your eyes. Let's get a sense now of what has changed, even in the last few minutes. Feel your body. Feel your breathing. Feel your own mind. Have a deep sigh. Feel yourself in the space. Taking time to be meditative, quiet. Let everything in our life slow down to a point of stillness. Feel that stillness in your life right now. Over time, you can learn to solidify that feeling. Okay, open your eyes. Let's do the frog again. So we've got the big toes touching. Take the knees wide. You can take them quite wide if you like. Still sitting on the heels if possible. And then lengthening forwards. Be aware of all the parts of the body touching the floor and just gently engaging with that contact. So you feel like the pose lifts slightly. That's an active quality to the pose. Instead of just dropping downwards into the pose in a relaxed way, and you can do that if you just want relaxation yoga, but we're doing deep mindfulness, so we are remaining engaged mentally. We're not dropping out, which is what a lot of people do in the beginning with yoga. They see it as relaxation because of stress and anxiety. That's beginner yoga. But as we look to develop, we remain present, engaged, mentally aware. So valuable to develop that skill. Okay, so try that. Once you're settled, have a deep sigh. Just make sure that you're not engaging too firmly, too strongly. We don't want to go too far the other way from relaxation into a sporty, pushy mentality. So we find a nice, happy medium. Okay, now we're going to add an extra quality to this pose. We're going to do slow, deep breathing through the nose. So slowly in towards full, taking your time. And breathing slowly out, also through the nose, all the way down towards empty. See if you can run the breath from your lower abdominals. See if you can notice that feeling. So let's breathe deeply into this pose and try to stay present, aware of the developing, changing experience, particularly as you use the slow, deep breathing. Enjoy it. This can be really beautiful. Relax the breathing. Have a deep sigh. Feel the difference of that small resting breath to that larger, slower, deeper breath. Okay, then, being aware of your spine, lift the forehead up, nose, chin, throat, chest, belly. Have a sigh. Then bring your knees in. Let's meditate in this position now, as long as it's comfortable for you. Now, if it's a little bit tight and you want to take a break, then take your legs out straight in front or sit cross-legged. Let's just do this for about a minute. But now, keep your eyes open. Be aware of good posture. We're meditating again. Things keep changing. We are changing. We change every minute. Potentially, we change every moment. Feel yourself in the space. It's not so much that the space changes significantly, but that the feeling of it changes because we are changing the way we are feeling. Can you feel yourself now more relaxed in your body, in your mind? Can you feel if your body is starting to open? If your mind is starting to open? Now focus on the soft feeling of the breath moving through your nostrils. And then through the mouth, have a big breath in and a deep sigh. Very good. Okay. Still having the feet together, the big toes touching. Take the knees wide again. Now we're going to do a beautiful variation. So turning along your right side, we're going to move, lengthening the spine along the line of your right thigh. Extending the arms and head down, and you may have your chin on your knee. Really see if you can get that feeling that your spine follows the line of your thigh. Try to stay seated on the back heel. You can lengthen the arms away if you like and get deeply into the shoulders. But don't go too strongly. Find a comfortable position. And let's focus now on really good breathing. Relax into this pose. Slow, deep breathing through the nose. Feel your whole body. And be aware of the space you're in. Relax, have a sigh. And slowly lift your forehead up, keeping along this line of the leg, chest up. Come back to middle. And then turning along the left side, extending, lengthening your spine. Try to get the feeling that your spine follows the line of the thigh. Extend your hands away if you like. Once you've set up the pose, have a deep sigh. And then again, with an awareness of the whole pose, the whole body, in the whole larger space, focus now on a beautiful, slow, deep breathing practice. Relax your breathing. Through the mouth, have a sigh. Noticing different feelings each step of the way. And then keeping the line of the spine along the thigh, chin up, chest up, coming back, back to middle. Have a deep breath. And then bring the knees in, take the legs out. Let's come into a cross-legged position. Close your eyes once you're settled. Get a feeling now for your whole body sitting in the larger space. Feel yourself breathing. Let's try now a listening meditation. Listening for sounds around you, perhaps outside the room or even outside the building. Be prepared to wait for sounds to come and go. But most importantly, get a sense of what it means to have a listening mind. Sustained awareness of listening. Have a sigh. And then open your eyes. Again, look at the space you're in. Feel it. Notice the silent presence of all the little things that are just sitting here in the space with you. Okay, let's do another really nice variation. So going back into the frog, big toes touching, take the knees wide. Now, coming forwards with both arms, bring the left arm underneath. See, my palm is facing upwards to the ceiling, and I want to get my left shoulder down. So the left arm, palm faces up. The right arm extends straight ahead as far as you like, and you can direct your hips going backwards away from that right hand, pressing the fingers down. Feel that nice twist, but also stretching of the shoulders, different parts of the back now. Have a sigh. Now in this pose, let's keep the eyes open. Remain aware of what's happening around you. So if we have narrow attention in life, especially once we're lost in thought, we really miss what's going on around us. So closing your eyes in yoga, in meditation, is not necessarily a good habit to develop. Keep your awareness outwards, engaged. Feel your whole body in this pose as part of this larger space. And as part of this larger space, as a part of this whole body, feel the breathing. Anytime you feel your mind start to drift off into thought, thinking about things that have nothing to do with the present moment, recognize it. Come back to your commitment to be meditating, to be present. Relax your breathing, have a deep sigh. And gently release that right arm. Lift the head up, release the left arm. Come back up. What is it I feel now that I was not feeling before? It's possible to say that the story of your life is all the things that you don't notice. It's an important lesson we learn with meditation. Okay, so we're going to do the other side, and this time I'm going to leave you to be responsible for your own mindfulness. I've guided you through on the first side. See if you can remember to do all of that on the other side. So you're coming forwards gently. We're bringing the right arm underneath the left, straight to the side, and the palm goes upwards. Get that right shoulder down and the head down. And then your left arm extends straight forwards. Press the fingers down. Engage that arm so that the pose goes backwards towards your left hip. Keep your eyes open. Focus on being aware. Relax, have a deep sigh. And then very slowly with awareness, releasing the left arm. Support yourself to release the right. Coming back up. Feeling the effects. So how did you go with that mindfulness practice? It's not necessarily that hard, although it's not easy to sustain, but we certainly can try. And when you're practicing alone at home, take the reins of your own meditation. Keep developing that skill, it will really pay off over time. Okay, so we've done some really good work, it's a really nice pose, the frog. Now let's lie down and have a little rest. So gently release the pose, lie down flat on your back and relax. Once you're settled, have a deep sigh. And then close your eyes, relax. Now in this rest, we're not trying to be mindful. There's no trying now. We're taking rest, a full rest. So apart from the recognition of this moment, which is, here I am now, lying on the floor, in a space. I've become restful. I am quiet. I can feel my body now, the way that it's been changing, the way that it's been responding to the deep stretching that I've been doing. And there's a feeling in my mind, having taken this time to be quiet and meditative. And now, as a result of all of that, it's so important to take complete rest. So relax your mind now. Don't try to be mindful. Let your mind drift and float. Let your body relax and open. The same with your mind. Bring your awareness back to the space. Feel the floor, your whole body lying on the floor, open, relaxed, restful. Feel your mind. And then have a deep sigh. Okay, one final practice. Gently move to sit up. Sitting cross-legged. Close your eyes. Get a sense of how you're feeling now as we come to the end of this session. Feel your body. Is it more relaxed now, more open, less tight? Feel your breathing. Is it more relaxed now, open, less tight? And feel your mind. Is it more relaxed now? More open? Less tight? And then open your eyes. Look at the space that you're in. Feel yourself in this room. You've been in this room the whole time. How aware were you of this larger space, of what was happening around you? Remember, we're not trying to be critical in a negative way when we check our mindfulness. We're just becoming self-aware and recognizing that even when we try to be mindful, it's not easy. It takes time. In fact, it takes years to develop. It's not easy work because the habits of our mind have been so strong to not be present. What does that tell us about what's possible for our future if we can really connect? Have a deep sigh. Thank you very much. Take care.